Whirlpool 800 series dishwasher. Look for the drain hose connection. It's not in the instruction sheet. There's your pump. It is not back there. Of course, this is laying on its back. You follow this drain hose over. It is right there. That's where you put it in. All right, so we're gonna put this on. Put this thing on there first. Use a pair of pliers to squeeze this and watch, because it'll snap back on you. But it'll fit. And you're gonna push this thing all the way on there. Like so. I think they'd gave you a little more room, but then again, they don't even give you any instructions, do they? So you got to get both of them, and then between these two, that's where you put this clamp. Check the front and back side. So now your hose will be on here, and you can run that, curl it around, run it out of your dishwasher. So by the way, this end right here, sink end. Also, these idiots put this in here. So yeah, it's got a strainer. That's good, but it's looking down. I mean, how hard would it have been to put the 90 on the machine looking out the side or something where you can get to it? So there's the front of your machine. And then you're gonna have one of these on there. Okay, here's another stupid design. There's really not any good place to route that hose down the side of this. So I'm gonna have to put it under the dishwasher, fish it through here in order to hook it up here under this thing. Of course, it's leaking while I'm doing this, so that's great. It's freaking leaking. So I'm gonna go under here, under there, and then we got this little blue devil right here. Probably the cheapest piece of plastic ever known to man, to put this thing together while it's leaking. You put this on there, and then once you get it on, they say tighten it half to a quarter turn. So a little pair of channel locks, whatever. You tighten it too much, you're gonna break it. Anyway, so I get that under there. Then you put this back. So if I was gonna buy that hose, might as well get like a 8-footer or 10-footer or something like that, and then pull the slack out. Put your insulation down over the side if you want a quiet dishwasher. So we got everything up there. And then as you push it back, you're gonna have to make sure this don't peel off, because they're so freaking cheap that they can't attach it. Tape might be nice, which is probably what I might end up having to do. And you'll also have to wire this thing yourself. It does not come with a power cord, believe it or not. So anyway, that's all. And another thing, they don't tell you what those are for. They don't show you any instructions. But you see the little holes there? You got one on each side. Of course, there's no washer for them either. Anyway, you can use those to screw this thing into the cabinet. So have you a couple sheetrock screws or something. This has got to be the crappiest instruction book I've ever seen in my life, because the only thing it shows you is drilling a hole, and it tells you that basically your air gap. No pictures of where to hook up your drain hose. This is all electrical stuff, and then how to move things around under it. So, freaking ridiculous. Last step, if you have a food aerator or whatever you're gonna put on, if you bought this brand new and installed it, there'll be a little plastic thing in there you gotta knock out and pull it out of that thing. Look at that trash. Gotta clean that out. But you'll have to knock that plastic out inside, get it out, and then you'll put this on here with your spring clamp across there. Another thing, if you're having a house built, don't ever let them put a twist-handled shutoff valve on anything. Make them put ball valves everywhere. These are garbage, but if this starts dripping, you hold this with a wrench and you'll tighten that nut, and that's packing inside of there. Basically, shut it all the way if it starts dripping before you tighten it. And when you open it up, if it's dripping, you tighten it. If you take it all the way off, you're gonna have a flood. Hope that helps somebody.